Hello children of Standard 9. Today we are going to learn about the Cholas. In it you have to learn the sources, inscriptions, Brihadeshwara temple, administration and the kings Rajaraja I and Rajendra I. The Cholas. The Cholas rose to power around 850 AD by the dynasty founded by Vijayalaya. The greatness of the Cholas inflicted a crushing defeat on the Pandyas. During the 48-year-long reign of Parantaka I, the domain was further extended. Archaeological sources to construct the age of the Chola. Here you can see the Brihadeshwara temple. Brihadeshwara temple is one of the majestic temples and palaces the Cholas built. The Brihadeshwara temple is a masterpiece. The temple was built around 1000 AD and is dedicated to Lord Shiva. It provides the best example of Dravidian style of architecture in its vastness, design, sculptures and allied arts. Some prominent features of the Brihadeshwara temple are the massive tower or Vimana. You can see that in the picture. The massive dome weighing 80 tons. The Garbha Griha housing the colossal Shiva Lingam. The outer doorway flanked by two gigantic Dwarpalas. The inner walls containing fine and bold sculptures of deities. Hundreds of inscriptions have been discovered in various parts of the Chola kingdom which are engraved on stones and metals. The significance of these inscriptions are they supply dates and details of all conquests. The Brihadeshwara temple inscriptions give details of the measurements of the land gifted for the temple, ornaments worn by deities and so on. The inscription says about the deities whom the temples are dedicated to, which throws light on the religious and cultural history of the kingdom. It also refers to the Chola administration. The imperial Cholas. Rajaraja I. Chola power rose to imperial greatness with the accession of Rajaraja I in 955 AD. He made himself the overlord of the whole of Tamil Nadu, parts of Karnataka and adjoining places Sri Lanka and other islands. Rajendra I. Rajendra I was the successor of Rajaraja I. His armies marched to the Ganga valley through the northern region. He overpowered Odisha and parts of eastern Bengal. The Bengal was expanded during his reign. The kingdom was expanded during his reign, and then the Hoysalas brought destruction to the Chola Empire. Administration of the Chola Empire. The Chola administration had a vigorous central control with a very large measure of local autonomy. Kingship was followed by other rulers in South India. Central administration. The king was the pivot around which the whole system was based. The coronation of the king was marked by many festivities. Coronation means putting a king into rule. He had ministers for each department who gave the king advices. The higher rank of the officials were called as Perundanams and the lower rank Sirudanams. Many of the officers had become hereditary. Administration of the Cholas, provinces and other territorial divisions. The kingdom was divided into several provinces called mandalams under the charge of a viceroy or a person of nobility. The provinces were further divided into divisions called as kotams. The other units of administration were districts, nadus, groups of villages, kurams and village gramam. Now all these names have a South Indian flair, and especially they are very much related to Tamil culture. All these territorial divisions had their own assemblies comprising of notable persons representing economic and vocational groupings. Administration of the Cholas. The village assemblies of the Grama Sabha enjoyed full power and management of local affairs. The election was by writing the name slips of all candidates and a boy picking up a name. The village priest announced the results. Functions. The village assemblies administered justice except for serious crimes. They regulated water supply, collected taxes, and administered charitable institutes. They could sell and donate land for religious purposes. Accounts were carefully handled. The village assemblies had smaller committees for each department. Chola administration. Kingdom headed by king who was all powers. Mandala looked after by the governors. Valanadus looked after by rich landlords from Vellala caste. Nadur Kuram looked after by an assembly of villagers.